Democratic Congresswoman Barbara Lee of California. Congresswoman, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Happy to be with you.
Some of your Democratic colleagues were on with my colleague Andrea Mitchell in the last hour, really expressing outrage over this decision by the Susan G. Komen Foundation. I'll ask you, where do you stand on this?
I'm, first of all, shocked and dismayed, and I can't believe this is happening. This is another battle in what I call the war on women. I think that they should go back to the drawing board and reconsider this decision. Can you imagine withdrawing funding for breast screening exams? I mean, this has amounted to about 170,000 women being able to have their exams like every woman who has means can do. These are low-income women who need access to breast cancer exams. 6,400 mammograms have resulted as these breast cancer screenings were completed. And so I think it's really a shame and disgrace. I'm outraged. All women in the California Democratic delegation wrote to the Komen Foundation and asked them to reconsider their decision.
We asked our audience, and we'll have the results later in our show, if this move was brought on by politics. And we posed this question because the new head or vice president of the Komen Foundation is a former Republican candidate for governor of Georgia. She was endorsed by Sarah Palin. She strongly opposes abortion and vowed to defund Planned Parenthood during her campaign. To be fair, though, as you saw earlier, the head of the Komen Foundation says this has nothing to do with politics. It's a new policy they have in place regarding organizations who are being investigated. What do you believe is truly at play here? We're 24 hours now into this story being a big headline.
I believe their response is part of their public relations campaign, because women and everyone around this country who care about women's health are in shock and are outraged. And so I think that they're trying to figure out how to put the best face on this, but that's not going to work. We know what Planned Parenthood provides. Planned Parenthood provides family planning services. They provide disease infection kind of screenings. They provide breast cancer screenings. They provide referrals for mammograms. They provide all of the type of primary health care services at a community clinic that women and low-income women really deserve in our country. And so I think that we're going to see a huge backlash, and I think that's coming.
Have you joined your colleagues, those of whom have signed this letter that is being sent to the Komen Foundation to reconsider this decision?
Yes, as I said, the California delegation actually forwarded a letter to the Komen Foundation. All 17 of us signed that, and we're asking for that to be reconsidered. I know members of our pro-choice caucus have also asked for this. And so I think we're going to see at least women in this country and people around the country, men and women, really outraged about what has taken place. I hope they go back to the drawing board, because low-income women also deserve breast cancer screening as well as referral for mammogram, not only those who have the money.
Congresswoman Lee, it's a great pleasure, as always, to have you on with us. We appreciate you giving us your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
We continue to